Parent-Teacher Conferences for Immigrant Parents with Elementary School Children by Kat Avila, copyright 2016. When are they? Parent-teacher conferences are held 2 times a year, once in the fall and once in the spring. They are 15 minutes long. You meet with a teacher one-on-one. You ask about how well your child is doing. How is it different from open house? During open house or back to school night, the teacher meets with all the parents at the same time. The focus is not on your child, but on getting information about your child's class and what they will be learning during the school year. Open house is done before the parent-teacher conferences. The benefits of going to parent-teacher conferences. Learning how to help your child at home is very important to student success. Also, you might see another side of your child. And if problems come up, it will be easier to talk to the teacher. What will the teacher talk about? They'll talk about what your child is like as a student, and also about your child's schoolwork, homework, grades, test results, and social skills. Usually, the teacher will have a folder of your child's work to show to you. And they'll also share with you how you can help your child at home. An American classroom. A classroom in the United States can be taught very differently from what you are used to. Your child can have problems in school for simply doing what a good student in your country does. What your child learns as an American student. Your child calls a teacher by title and last name, such as Mrs. Smith or Mr. Ramirez, and not by a generic title like teacher. Your child looks a teacher in the eye to show they are paying attention, and not to look down as is polite in many cultures. Your child raises their hand to speak and participate in class. They cannot stay silent and modest about what they know. You tell your child to listen to the teacher and to be quiet in class. This is good advice, but your child is expected to speak up during discussions. Students who do not speak are viewed negatively. They didn't do their homework, they don't have any good ideas, they are shy and socially awkward. Your child hears the word don't a lot. Don't be noisy, don't be messy, do not cheat. This can sound very negative if you come from a more group-directed culture. Let us all listen better. Let's all be neat. Let's all be honest. Preparing for the conference. Make an appointment early for the best time. Tell the school if you need a translator. Do a phone conference if you can't go in person. Ask your child about school. You want some idea of what is happening in class. Write down questions to ask the teacher. There are examples coming up to help you. And don't forget to bring a notepad and pen for notes. During the conference, introduce yourself and shake hands with the teacher. If you don't feel comfortable shaking hands, don't do it. It's okay. Hi, I'm John Chu, and this is my wife Sandra. We're Nathan's parents. Thank you so much for meeting with us today. Or, hi, I'm Maria Lopez. I'm Tina's mom. Thank you for meeting with me today. Ask your most important questions first, in case you run out of time. Tell the teacher about anything at home that may affect your child's performance. These things might include a new baby, a parent's illness or disability, a divorce, or even a death in the family. Sample questions section. Here are some questions you can ask about academic skills, a need for improvement, homework, social skills, grades, and tests. Listen and repeat these questions for English practice. That way, you'll feel more confident during your parent-teacher conference. Here are some sample questions about academic skills. And just a note, wherever you see the phrase "my child," use your child's name instead. Is my child a good student? Does my child follow directions well? What are my child's best and worst areas? Is my child working at grade level? What will my child learn this year? Sample questions about a need for improvement. Does my child need extra help with anything? What have you tried so far? How can I help my child at home? What are your recommendations? What websites can help my child? Sample questions about homework. Does my child turn in homework on time? How much time should it take to do the homework? Do you grade the homework? Sample questions about social skills. Does my child participate in class? Does my child express himself well? Does my child use good manners? Does my child play well with others? Does my child like to work alone or in groups? Sample questions about grades and tests. How do you grade the class? What kinds of tests do you give? How do you prepare the class for standardized tests? What do the test results mean? Is my child a good test taker? After the conference, shake hands and say goodbye. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Smith. If I have any questions, what's the best way to contact you? By phone or email? Later, talk to your child about what you think they should know. And then share helpful information with your child's caregivers and tutors. For more information about parent-teacher conferences, check your child's school website if you haven't already. The State Teachers Association website and the State PTA website are also great sources of information. Thank you for caring about your child's success at school.